If there's not another colorblind makeup artist, then I'll be the first one. My name is Andria Tomlin, and I'm a makeup artist who happens to be colorblind. The type of colorblindness that I have is called deuter anomaly, and it is a red-green weakness. So I tend to confuse red, green, orange, and brown colors. I've kind of always known that there was something different about me. As a child, I was definitely bullied. I really tried to be like everyone else and try to wear certain matching colors. I could never quite grasp why everybody else was looking a certain way and they didn't look at me the same way. I joined the Air Force when I was 18. And I was diagnosed with color blindness after we did our colorblind test, and they did tell me that I would never be a pilot. When I left the military, I went into wedding planning, and unfortunately, a lot of the makeup artists never showed up, so I had to learn how to do makeup. I came to DC, and I got hired as a manager at Sephora. I was terrified. I accepted the job, and I really loved how they taught me a lot about color theory. One day I was talking to one of my trainers, and he was talking a little bit about the color balance that I had for eyeshadows that I was wearing. I was really trying to put a lot of colors on, and they weren't quite meshing. I told him, I said, you know, I'm colorblind. And he was like, what? You're colorblind? Tell me how that relates to what you do here so that I can help you. I went home and cried because I was so happy that I wasn't made fun of, no one was judging me, and everything from that point was how do I grow? How do I work with what I already have and make it what I want it to be? I started really telling people, hey listen, I'm a makeup artist and I'm colorblind, and now the reaction that I get is like, wow, you're colorblind? I never knew that. I'm really grateful for all the people that were supporting me in my life, the people that were teasing me. I'll do your makeup. The colors that I typically tend to either confuse or I can't see all of the hues are reds and greens. When I open up an eyeshadow palette or if I look at a lip palette, sometimes I see 5 colors when there's really 12. When it comes to reds, I could sit there and look at a red or several reds and do my best to figure it out, but I can't make myself see something that's not there. I'm very good at seeing purples, so I know about color theory. I'll add blue to turn it purple, and when I mix it with several of the lipsticks, I see which one's darker and which one's lighter. I see which one's going to be brighter, more bold, and I also see which one's going to be deeper. The one that turned purple is a true red. The one in the center is turning brownish, so that's going to be closer to an orange. And then this one is a little bit deeper, but not quite a purple and not quite a brown. So that's going to be more of like a terracotta, salmon, that type of color. When it comes to eyeshadows and when it comes to green, it's a little bit different because green is already a secondary color. I rely a lot on textures. So I have a lot of matte greens, I have a lot of shimmers, and I tend to not put the two together. If there is a customer or a client that really wants a matte monochromatic green eyeshadow, I rely more on my knowledge of brushes, and I will diffuse it and make it look like it's several different colors of green when it's really just one eyeshadow. I'll use my camera filter on my cell phone. I'll definitely put it to a color that I can see. I switch to several different filters. I take a picture and cycle through the different filters. If the foundation match that I've done matches in all of the filters, then it's a good match. But if it's off in 1 or 2 of the filters, I know that I need to change the shade. We kind of collaborate and we really make it a project that we're both invested in. People are already nervous about getting their makeup done, so just involving them, having fun, having them relax, and just telling them, listen, it's just makeup. Everything that I do is really customized for the person that's sitting down in front of me. I don't consider colorblindness to really be an obstacle that can't be overcome. It is definitely something that's going to be more of a challenge, but it's not something that you have to say is going to limit you from being in the cosmetic industry. I am self-taught. I never went to cosmetology school. I wish I had, but that's okay. I literally kind of jumped in it. Going into Sephora with 0 makeup background, I'm like set up for failure right there. Whenever I punched out and went home, I had homework to do. I made sure that I studied what our products were, what's gonna give me the best color payoff, what I'm gonna put on a deeper complexion customer, what I'm gonna put on somebody that's a lighter complexion, what am I gonna put on somebody that's red, what am I gonna put on somebody with a yellow undertone. I had to sit and figure out how am I gonna blend these colors that I don't see. I literally put on makeup every single day. every single day, because it's not just me doing makeup, it's not me being vain, it's not because I can't go out without makeup on, it's because this is my craft, this is the art form, and I have to practice. I would like to have a cosmetics line that is super pigmented, so even people like me can see the colors. I would like to have some type of product that doesn't have to be one solid color, and you can play with it and turn it into something else. I'm excited that it's not the same beauty industry as it was 50 years ago, or 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or 3 years ago. It's including so many more people. It's just showing people the more creative you are, the more free you are. Don't worry about if this person's gonna be upset, or this person's happy, or this person's sad. It is your life, and if you don't start embracing the differences that you have and really just going for it, later in life you're gonna say, I really wish I could have done that. Just stay positive. There's always a rainbow, and there's always a pot of gold at the end of it, even if you can't see all the colors of the rainbow.
So you might have noticed Boldly is now as is.
But don't worry, you'll still get all the same awesome content you're used to.
Plus even more new great stuff.
Click to subscribe.
Do it!
Yeah.
Right there.
Click it.